Constellation 6, double 9, juiced, 70. Ooh. Brother, you understand how ridiculous this recharge is to look at, especially that you don't have a recharge weapon. Brother, what the am I looking at? Plus 125.6%. Hey YouTube frogs, quick disclaimer before we begin the review video. I use abbreviations to help describe build strength. CV is crit value, which is crit rate times 2 plus crit damage, and SV is stat value, which is crit value plus additional stats that are relevant. Examples include energy recharge, attack defense HP percent, and elemental mastery at a conversion of 20 to 5%. As an example, an emblem feather on Yelan that has 10.9 crit rate, 21.8 crit damage, and 6.5 recharge would have a crit value of 43.6 and a stat value of 50.1 because we would include the recharge for Yelan. These are purely to compare artifact and relic quality and are inherently inaccurate when it comes to describing the true strength of a completed build. So don't take these numbers as law, they are just a way for me to assess builds when reviewing them. Enjoy the vid. Hey YouTube, account review number 25. Never thought we'd reach the stage where I have 25 videos of account reviews on this channel. Now, a lot of you guys really like these type of videos because what we tend to do is we kind of host an amazing account to showcase. We maybe have that person talk a little bit about their history and then their favorite teams, do a little bit of a demonstration, and basically give you a kind of like a display, right? Like you going through a museum and checking out like what does this guy got going on for him. I want to give you guys a little background, okay? First off, thank you for all the support that you've ever given to my account review videos. So a little bit of history for you guys. I want to let you guys know that of the 24 account reviews that you've seen on this channel, 2 of them were done last year. We only had 2 account review videos in 2023. One of them was the chef. He's an amazing TC that sometimes cooks really delicious meals and sometimes cooks absolutely disgusting and will probably be very radioactive to you. And then we have Toho Sniper, who he was a mix of a whale, but he definitely built every single character to a degree that I don't think like very few people have done. Prior to that, in 2022, we had 5 account reviews. The most popular from those 5 were Miss Dish's account review, Mr. Enviosity's account review, and cckun, who was the biggest whale that we reviewed up to that point. So my most popular account reviews were 2 years after Genshin release, which is kind of strange. Interesting. The reason why I reduced the amount that I did was because in the year 2021, I posted 17 of the older style reviews where I would log into a player's account, physically fix their stuff. Like I would actually roll artifacts, I would change their builds, and then I would demonstrate how that improved their build, right? I don't have the time for that. And also a very unfortunate consequence of doing that was I got a lot of people begging me in my DMs. Like, you don't know how bad it was. But I couldn't handle that. I can't handle people begging me in my DMs, begging me on my stream, begging me everywhere. So I burned out. I stopped because I was sick of dealing with that. I've kind of slowed down a little bit and we are way past Genshin's release. So now I feel like, you know, I'm gonna do big showcases. I'm not gonna physically fix anyone's account because we do a lot of character review type of stuff. When it comes to character reviews, I've seen hundreds, thousands of builds. If it's a popular character, I basically know instantly whether it's like decent or not because I've seen so many of them. Today, 25 is special, okay? Because I've wanted to do this for a while and I actually have more people that I want to review in the future. I have someone that not lately, but way back in the day had a big problem with the Abyss. Anyways, I won't go into it, but he had an addiction, a problem. We will not speak of that one. So today, Fontaine has brought back the biggest whale of all time. And I'm confident that this is the biggest whale because the first time you guys have seen him was in October 31st of 2022. His account was estimated to be $150,000 at that point. That was over 1 year ago. He is a very fortunate individual, lots and lots and lots of disposable income. Last time we did a video, he did not speak at all, but I think this time it'd be better if we invited him to talk and have a little bit of a back and forth discussion. So I'm gonna go ahead and call cckun right now, and we're gonna get this show started. Woohoo!
Hello.
Whoa! Wow, you sound normal. That's crazy.
I mean, what does that mean?
I'm kidding. I've heard you. We've talked before. But
yes.
All right, CC, welcome back. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am cckun91. I've been playing Genshin since day one, outside of a small break that I took in the first patch after I hit I think the AR35 and had nothing to do in the game. I also play Star Rail and Nikke. I play Destiny 2 way too much. I like charity, support St. Jude's. Outside of the fact that I spend way too much money on Genshin, pretty boring normal person. So
this is all disposable income because you are definitely, more than capable of spending
yes.
money. Thank you for the introduction. I'm just gonna say a couple things before we move further into this. Those of you who don't know, cckun has provided me with lots and lots of content, and I hope that he continues to do so because he makes content producing a lot easier. A lot of the Honkai Star Rail showcases that you may have seen that are E6 S5 showcases, if I didn't personally pull for that myself, it was cckun providing the account that allowed me to do so and make the video for it. That might probably happen in the future considering the way that I've, viewed Honkai Star Rail now. But yeah, so of course, thank you for joining again. St. Jude's, I guess, is not a sponsor of this video, but because of how much that he's provided, I will be donating to St. Jude's after this video as a thank you to him for providing so much. But without further ado, let's begin. So you remember last time what we first showed, right?
Yeah, weapons, right?
Yeah, it was weapons, because I think your weapon roster is your most scary thing that shocks people.
I mean, honestly, it's actually not changed as much as people would probably expect, simply because 5-star weapons became a lot more niche and specific.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that that was in the early stage of the game where they had more options to, but now that with so many characters coming out and each one has to have some sort of at least, a unique design to their kit, weapons cannot be power crept too far, so they have to do this kind of specific route to the weapons, and they have much longer descriptions.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch the first video to see how many more standard banner copies of weapons I have, because I'm sure that's a lot more.
All right, let's open up your inventory just to see, because I feel like, even though we are returning and having you review again, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new viewers that are also going to be like, whoa. All right, so looking at your inventory, we have lots of standard banner 5 stars. You guys can see this, you're like, wow, there's a lot of R5 weapons. But I think one of the most impressive things was the amount of Staff of Homas that you had. You had R25 here. You still have 2 more here that you're probably never gonna level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have your graveyard of, oh dear, this is your actual graveyard, isn't it? Because these weapons
like I said,
are
the standard banner ones. Yeah.
You have R23 Aquila Pavonia lying around.
It might be worse. I have a bunch of random level 20 weapons when I needed to just spend rocks.
Oh yeah, we got everything under the sun here. Okay, it's looking mighty fine. Your graveyard's growing. We like this. That's juiced. You're still using 3 of your 4 Wolf's Gravestones. I'm actually kind of impressed that you have managed to keep these in use, considering so many.
The 4th one is for someone.
Actually very fitting for his color design.
Yeah.
Moving on, when we recorded the last time, it was actually before Sumeru even came out. It was patch 2.8, I believe. So,
I think only 2 weeks until Sumeru came out at that point.
Yeah, and so we have a lot of weapons that are very signature, and I'm actually very surprised because I think very few people actually own an R5 Hunter's Path. I think it's only had 1 rate up, right?
Yes, I believe so. I actually regret not having a second one.
You regret not having a second one?
It's Melt Ganyu's best weapon.
Really? It's not First Grade Magic?
No.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She uses the EM bonuses.
Well, I mean, you research a lot more about this, right? You're very up to date with all these things, considering how much you've invested. So I trust your judgment. I hope we don't get any YouTube arguments fighting and be like, wow, actually, cckun, the First Great Magic is...
There's no question that it will happen.
But when we say that R5 Hunter's Path is really good or best in slot for Ganyu, that does not mean that we say that the First Great Magic is not good. That does not mean that R5 Almost Bow is not good, okay? So we're not saying that any other weapon is not good. So is there anything that you want to describe to me that is unique for Sumeru and Fontaine weapons? Because I see personally that there are not actually many additional copies. For example, I think the only weapon that has, I guess, multiple copies, and rightfully so, is the Aqua Simulacra. I was just perusing for a little bit, right? And you do have Aqua Simulacra at R5, 10, 15?
I want to say that R10 was on purpose and R15 was a result of being on the same banner as something else.
I see.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I feel like that's a common thing for you, right?
Yeah, I know Nahida's R10 was that way as well, because there's no reason to have a second one. All of those Baiju weapons. Oof.
R13 of Baiju's weapon. That's definitely something you did
Yeah.
not want to happen.
Nope.
Holy sh! You have 72 R5 5-stars at level 90.
There's
73.
There's a singular Aquila hiding over there in the corner.
That's fucking disgusting. Do you even consider 4-star weapons with this roster?
Oh, absolutely. Favonius is
you
literally
still
the
do?
best weapon in the game.
So what do you consider of the 4-star weapons?
99% of the time, it's the Favonius weapon.
Favch. Favch 1, okay, wait, 3 Favch bows, 1, 2, 3, beautiful. Farazan, Goro, Diona, lovely. 5 Favonius R5 lances, and they're all used, by the way, okay? Chevreuse,
There's a
Mika.
singular Codex in that row above, too.
Oh, sorry, yes. Charlotte is using Favonius Codex, but we know that Favonius Codex is the least used Favonius weapon category because a lot of the characters in that usually tend to be supportive, and when they're supportive, they either use something like a Prototype Amber or a Thrilling Tales. And then we have 3 Claymores, Kave, Dori, Sayu, only 1 sword.
Yeah, on Traveler.
So most of your sword users, I believe, are using the 5-star weapons, right?
Yeah, there's just not many 4-star swords that are particularly useful. Xingqiu was on Sack Sword forever, but as we'll see later, that's not the case.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's definitely not a problem when you have 4 R5 level 90 Mistsplitters and 4 level 90 R5 Jade Cutters and 2 R5 Key of Kajuna Suit for your HP supportive characters. And Alhaitham has his signature weapon, and Ayato has his signature weapon, and Farina has her signature weapon, and Cookie
every single
and
character at minimum has their signature weapon if they have one.
Dude, that's juicy, man. That's very juicy. All right, I gotta peruse one thing. This is very important, okay? Oh dear. Oh. Did fish, but it's only level 20. We know why. When you are a massive Giga Whale, there's only 1 or 2 possible weapons you can use on Xiangling, all right? If you are luxurious, then you will be an R5 Engulfing Lightning user for Xiangling, which we'll explain later down the line why this is so fucking good on her. If you have the best artifacts for her, because she no longer needs any of the additional stats. You have perfect crit rate, crit damage, and this weapon is just so good. But we also have Staff of Homa, which is generically super strong because when it was released, and even now, the crit damage, the base attack, and the attack conversion from HP is crazy good. Well, I want to continue one thing. I want to take a look at your roster of dead weapons. So from here we have, let's see. So
I do have another Hunter's Path.
Wait, where? Oh,
I guess the stream has a delay, but I'm watching it back now. I wasn't.
Yo, are you gonna level this up then?
Probably at some point if I decide to play Elganyu for something.
Wow,
Elganyu
wait,
is
so
basically built to just be functional in any situation. So
this is specifically just for Melthos. So if you do decide to do Freeze Ganyu, this definitely is way worse than Aqua.
Yeah, I want to say either Aquila or Great Magic is her best weapon in Freeze.
Yeah, I mean, probably Great Magic, considering that you get everything perfect. I mean, the 96% attack and 32% charge attack at R5 is insane juice, along with the 66 crit damage. Aqua R5 is juiced with 20% more crit damage, but I think the passive, only 40% damage bonus, is weaker than the Great Magic's 32 plus 96 here. Okay, so your roster of dead weapons, just before we move on, because I think that YouTube probably is disgusted already. I want to look more at your 4-star weapons after if we missed anything. So we have 9 rows, that's 72, plus 7 here, just 79, plus 4 here that are level 20 is 83. So you have 83 weapons that are level 20 or lower, and they're still mostly R5. But I guess we could consider that at least all of your maxed... Wait, every single one is R5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shh. So you had 365 5-star weapons to make this roster right here. And so, wait, we can calculate this, chat. Maybe about 17 rows of R5 equivalent weapons, right? 17 times 8 is 136 times 5.
See, I just don't do the math ever.
You don't want to do the math because if you knew that you pulled over 600 5-star weapons, you probably... On average, how much does a 5-star weapon cost? Because it's off rate up and so it's all pities, right? So let's say on average, you get one every 60 pulls. So 36,000 pulls. That's 5 million Primogems on the weapon banner.
Really bad when you put it like that.
Sorry. Oh Jesus, guys! I just did some math, and this math is not, guys. Okay. I'm really sorry. I just did an estimation. Okay, just the 5-star weapons. I estimated around $75,000 on just weapons. 5.7.
It's honestly not as bad as I thought.
It is not as bad as what?
I figured I'd hit 6 figures on weapons already.
The fact that you can say that and just like, I thought I hit 6 digits on the weapon. But yeah, it's about, I think, $75,000 on the weapon banner. And I think this is a gross underestimation because I did a lower bound of basically everything, right? I reduced the amount of 5 stars from 635 to 620. So you're probably at maybe closer to $80,000.
Yeah.
80,000 US dollars for any of those watching. When you C6 a character, you don't actually see how much you spent because each character is 7 copies of the character, and then any off-rate up character that's above C6, you don't see it ever. For the weapon banner, you always see the destruction of what you pulled, right? Every single off-rate up weapon remains in your account and you will always see it forever unless you feed it into something. For the characters, they just turn into star glitter and you just forget about them. So when you C6 a character, you have to count each individual C6 on average how much it costs. Sorry, I'm spending too much time on the weapons. I kind of want to do a deep dive and get like your thoughts on it as well, because this is a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown. If we're gonna do this as a proper like return video, I think it's important because one of the things that people are going to be looking at is how much do things cost, right? I didn't break it down really specifically in the first video. One hallmark of your account is how much you've spent. We should see how much did you spend on each part. So it is to no surprise, but I believe you still have every single character at level 90. So cckun, I'm here to go through the builds of your characters, but I would like you to provide a rundown of what happened in Sumeru and Fontaine and what were your thoughts about each of the characters, because you can explain why you decided to C6, why you didn't decide to C6, or if you have any.
They're all C6, so.
Okay, they're all C6, right. So with Sumeru then, who are your favorite characters from Sumeru?
Well, Deha is my favorite character in the entire game, so.
Dehia is your favorite character in the entire game. Is there a reason why?
Yeah, she's badass. She's on my name card. I've beaten every single abyss since she came out with Deha Monopyro.
Okay, all right. And just for all of those watching on YouTube, one thing that cckun does that is something that we have to take into account is he does not steal artifacts from other characters when building new ones. So any character in the past that has been built with their artifacts can no longer be used for any upcoming character, which means that he needs to farm new stuff for anything that comes out if he wants to build them. Does that still remain correct?
Yep, every single character has been upgraded since that last video to some extent.
Oh, every single character? Wow.
Yep.
All right. Would you say that your Dia has impressive artifacts?
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's definitely not my best emblem set though. There are 3 other characters that have better emblem sets.
All right, what do you got? 4-piece emblem, C6, triple crowned, of course, and the stat page is 77, 181 at 206 recharge. Overall artifact quality is not like the highest, right? It's, what is this? A 207 total CV. Roll value is probably higher. We've got huge recharge on this piece. We've got the HP, this is perfect piece. HP scaling, because C6. Energy recharge, time piece. With this one, you'll probably end up getting a better piece for, right?
You'd be surprised.
Are you suffering from the same thing that I'm suffering from?
I mean, since Emblem's been in Strongbox, I've Strongboxed eight times since Fontaine came out, and
I see.
I have not upgraded that piece yet.
I would like to say that best of luck to you, but listen, buddy, you gotta get in line first, okay? Relax. I don't even have one that's even decent on set, okay?
Yeah, I mean, that piece is perfectly fine. It's mostly just that the crit rate's super low rolled.
Pyro damage bonus, actually this one's quite good. What's the roll value on this? It's 45. Yeah, it's pretty solid. And then this piece, a dead roll into HP, but otherwise fairly good on the other rolls. HP, crit rate, and recharge. This was 4 line. Double roll crit rate, 1 roll recharge, pretty high roll as well. Flat HP and 1 HP percent. That's pretty good. Okay, what about your next characters?
Tignari was the first 5-star, right? My Tignari's pretty well built. It took a really, really long time to get a Sans for him, but I did eventually get one, and it's pretty good. You
do a level 9. We can also see your talent investment. We already know the character is C6 themselves. 304 elemental mastery, 80. Oh, wait, this is actually pretty good. 85, 207. C1 gives him 15% extra crit, so he's effectively 100 to 200%. With decent EM as well, 304. 4-piece Wanderer's Troop gives him 80 EM here. The Timepiece is EM main stat, so he is about an extra, what, 40 from substats, if I'm doing this correctly? Because main stat is 180, and this is 80. Yeah, he has about 40 extra. Yeah, what are the pieces overall?
He gets a bunch from his weapon as well.
Oh yeah, so weapon will grant an extra damage conversion. I'm not gonna do the math, but yeah. 320% of his EM increases his charge attack. His overall artifact quality is, that's pretty perfect, besides the low roll crit rate. Wow, that's 4 line, isn't it? Still 40 CV. So 40 CV still
Fun
there.
fact, that piece was on my Ganyu for the first 2 years of the game.
First 2 years.
Yeah,
now what does Ganyu have? Wait, you switched it. I thought you said you didn't switch.
No, Ganyu got an improvement, so the piece became available.
Ganyu gets better, of course she does. Oh, I see.
The only way that pieces change is if the piece improves on the original character. And,
I see.
You know, the old piece becomes available.
You still didn't yoink, you just improved Ganyu so you could replace that feather. So this is actually higher CV, but just by 5%. So this is 40 CV, this one is 35 CV, but the roll value on this is 50 because it has 15% extra attack, which does become more valuable than 5 extra CV. Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Timepiece, juiced, 40 CV, EM main stat.
6 months to get that.
I think I have one that's pretty similar, but probably not fully 40 CV. I think I have a 7.823 one. I'm not trying to compare myself with you, okay? But like, listen, I gotta try to have some type of, you know, comparison or edge.
As far as I'm in, I don't have a single 50 CV artifact.
Really?
Yeah. My highest CV piece is on my Xiangling, and I believe it's like 48 point something, 49
Xiangling,
something.
Huh?
Yeah.
Out of all fucking characters in the game, you put your highest CV on your goddamn Xiangling, huh?
Hey, we've seen my Xiangling.
Yeah, we've seen your Xiangling,
pretty
and
good.
YouTube's about to see it for probably the 3rd time because I'm pretty sure you flex it in every single flex video as well. You are definitely very proud of your Xiangling because I think your Xiangling is probably one of the best that we've ever seen because it also has R5. It's also optimized with R5 Engulfing Lightning. Okay, Dendro damage bonus goblet is pretty solid. It's 45 roll value, and the mask is, oh, this is not the strongest mask.
Do we want to talk about my Dendro goblets?
Let's go. Let's see your Dendro goblets. What do we got here?
Well, for those who haven't followed my Dendro goblet story, it took me over a year to get my first double crit line Dendro goblet.
Oh, I remember this. I even got one before you. How does that feel?
It wasn't meant to be for me. It took so long.
For those of you who don't know, by the way, 1 year after Sumeru's release is literally in Fontaine. He had to go into Fontaine to get his first double crit Dendro goblet, which is on top of him using basically all of his resin from both max refreshing and fragile resin, because unlike me, he actually uses resources that are provided to him in the game. Haha, XD.
I think I have 4 or 5 double crit ones now. Definitely not a lot still.
Wow. All right, let's see them. We got just crit damage. There is a poorly rolled one. Single line. Oh, this one's cool. Oh, this one's quite good. That's probably one of your best ones, actually.
Tighnarius is very good. And
oh, this one's pretty close second, but this one has the elemental mastery for certain characters, so yeah. Oh, they all happen to be you Strongboxies, didn't you?
Oh, emblem? Yeah.
I was gonna say you have 3 double crit Dendro, probably from Strongbox.
I have a few emblem pieces on my account.
A few? Yeah, we definitely don't have another. Oh wait, I can't.
I have like 180 something locked level 20 pieces.
All right, show off. We don't need you to show off that much, right?
Is it showing off if you just suffer?
Oh, that's a different perspective.
Actually, I had a depressing story the other night.
Oh,
We'll see it on my Xingqiu. I got a double crit Hydro Goblet on set to upgrade my Yulons. Well, it's on my Xingqiu, so.
It did not go well, it seems. I see.
It didn't go bad. You'll see it. It's weird. It's a weird piece.
Wow, we actually spent a lot of time on Tighnari. Let's move on. What are the other Sumeru characters after Tighnari?
My Sino is the next character. That was the next released Sumeru 5-star. I think my Sino is very good.
Oh, very good. Okay. Staff of Scarlet Sands are 5, 4-piece Stuttering Fury. Oh, and you only have 1 flat defense roll. That seems good. Of course, it's C6, and this is 699 because the normal attack doesn't matter. Stats.
Oh yeah, I level all of my characters to 699 base with constellations. They just to have it.
I think the most impressive thing about your Sino is the amount of recharge that has. Holy, 144.7 recharge is not a small amount at all.
Yeah, no, I think my Sino is extremely good.
That is juiced. Okay, what type of roll value are we looking at for this 4-piece Thundering Fury as well? Don't need much crit rate because Staff of Scarlet Sis provides a lot of it. Very high amount of crit damage, very high amount of recharge substat, and 287 elemental mastery. Let's first take a look at the timepiece, which is offset. It is... Oh, hey, that's a 52 roll value piece. 17 recharge along with 35 CV. That's nice. Okay, 40 with 23 EM. That is nice. 36 with 12 recharge and 60. This is a perfect piece. That is very perfect.
Yeah, that one's definitely, that's actually pretty recent. That's probably within the last 6 months or so.
That's one of your best Thundering Fury pieces if we consider all the rolls together for this particular character, right? Because it's 36 CV. It's a little bit low roll, so it's like 4%. But still, I think this is 52. 52 roll value is pretty good. Boom. And then, oh, this is still fairly weak.
Yeah,
right?
I just haven't had anything to replace the sands to swap the goblet or vice versa.
Oh, I see.
And the 61 EM is it's not a small amount.
It is still good. It's got 2 rolls, 1 roll crit damage. But imagine if this were 2 crit rolls. That'd be very, very nice. Because then your Sino would be like end-to-end game. It'd be like 87 crit and then 240 with 144 recharge. Probably one of the best Sino builds. Because your other artifacts are already giga juiced with the roll value.
Yeah, sometimes the onset goblet, it makes a sacrifice.
Makes sense. Okay, and the mass is, I would say this is, you know, about expected. Nothing amazing, but it's still very nice to have. Very impressive Sino. Sorry, I know I'm like pushing you forward because we unironically spent a decent amount of time on,
We'll be here like 5 hours if we talk.
Yeah. We don't want to talk too much. As much as I would like, you know, to get your thoughts on a lot of stuff, I don't want the video to exceed 2 hours. All right.
Next character is Nilou.
Nilou. Oh, I love Nilou. One of my favorite characters.
Big fan
from
of Nilou
Sumeru
as well.
Yes. All right, R5 Key of Caution suit. You, of course, have a C6, which means her build's going to be different because C6 adds 30 crit rate and 60 crit damage based off of her HP, which you seem to already have capped because it takes 50,000 to cap this. 699. 2-piece tenacity, 2-piece heart of depth. Okay, you're running 2-piece on her. And so with the gains, she's 76 250 and don't have recharge on her. I'm guessing doesn't probably need it.
No, I mean, I only play her ever in Super Bloom teams, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you don't need to ever burst unless you need the extra hydro application, which probably doesn't happen because you probably one-shot the enemies anyway.
She does a lot of damage.
Yep, probably does. Very nice. So still crit focused on the artifacts, it seems, right? It's like, this is 35 CV. This has no HP percent, but it's still 35 CV. This is HP main stat with 40, HP goblet with 35, and then crit damage with crit rate and EM. Yeah, seems pretty standard. Not like insanely juiced, but you know, does what she needs to do. And that's the great thing about Nilou is that she doesn't need the most insane artifact investment to do really well on what team she's good at.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not C6, you don't even need to look at crit, which is great as well.
True. Okay, next character.
This is Nahida.
Nahida, the Archon of Sumeru. Now, my question for your Nahida is, are you crit heavy on your Nahida?
Yes.
Okay, because I see that you have 720 elemental mastery, which is about like 300 lower than a purely dedicated EM one would be. You do have R5 of a signature weapon, granting the highest base EM possible. 4-piece Gilded Dreams for also maximized EM, but 150 of it isn't shown because of the 4-piece set. C6, 699, and stat-wise. Oh, don't you feel like this crit is a little high?
So my gilded pieces, there's a story about me and domains in this game. If a domain is good for me, the next domain isn't. So gilded deepwood, I have a lot better crit value on deepwood than I do on gilded.
Oh, so you got the luck on the wrong set. Okay.
So my gilded pieces, I think, are maybe my worst like DPS artifacts in the game.
I see. Okay. So because you're C6, you also don't run 4-piece deepwood because she probably does a lot more damage. Doesn't need to be deepwood.
Yeah.
Probably pair them with someone else who uses deepwood, just for anyone on YouTube watching who wants to know. Usually a C0 Nahida would be running deepwood because they are more supportive. So just letting you know. Let's quickly peek at the artifacts. That's very nice with 35 CV, 40 EM, 12 crit rate, 7 crit damage. That's good. This one, well, I actually need this for my Alhaitham, actually, because I have struggled to get an EM Gilded Sands. You know, timepieces and me, listen, they don't go well together. So any single time I need a timepiece, I get
I still have exactly 1 double crit line attack Arcesice piece, so we'll see that later.
Okay. And then, oh, this is the good one that we already saw, and then crit damage here. Yeah, I think there's still possible. You're probably gonna stick with this, but your effective crit rate is like 90% with your passive conversion. So you know that.
Yeah, it's unlikely that I'm going back to Gilded anytime
so
soon, especially given how good Golden Troop and Hunter domain is.
Fair enough. You know, besides Emblem and the Fontaine domain, it's really hard to not farm those because of how strong the artifact sets are, given certain characters exist in the game.
This domain had a time limit on it. Honestly, there were actually multiple domains in Sumeru worth farming, and then Fontaine came out, so.
Fair enough. Yep, good enough then. All right, next character.
Wanderer.
Oh, I forgot like Wanderer was from Sumeru, TBH.
One of my favorite characters in the game to play, actually.
Oh, you named him Ronin. You want to explain why you named him Ronin? It doesn't really matter.
Well, it's just basically Japanese for wandering samurai.
Oh, okay. You're a little bit educated. Okay, that's fair. Nice culture. We got R5 of the signature weapon, a 4-piece desert pavilion. Oh, I kind of want to see if your artifacts are successful here. Oh, you triple 9 him. Makes sense for a character like him because he does use every part of his kit.
His artifacts are okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that domain.
Yeah, okay, they're not the greatest. Yeah, they're not the greatest.
Very small time limit on it.
You probably had very limited time, but I think you farmed at least a half decent set. Like it's 1.5, right? It's still almost 100 or 200% CV total. So
I'm simultaneously farming hunter sets for like 6 different characters right now, including him.
Jesus. Yeah, the artifacts here aren't like the greatest to boot. Flower and Feather is still really good. 13 crit right here. This time piece, obviously not the best. That's okay. You did get an anemo damage bonus goblet with at least 1 crit roll on it. So
yeah, that made the mask like very good.
Yeah. If you did not get this, your Wanderer will probably be one of the worst builds you have, probably.
Yeah, with him with Hunter, Farina, a cryo character, probably Mika, and Farazan, he needs an extremely small amount of crit rate between the 20% from his passive and the 36 from Hunter, so.
That's actually so interesting that like characters nowadays are able to hit a 100% effective crit rate given all of their team setup, which when the game originally came out was not possible. You could only really cap at 70 to 75%, but nowadays we're reaching that threshold where 100% crit rate is possible and 200 or higher crit damage is possible, and we have a bunch of additional damage bonuses, and we have attack, defense, and HP buffers. So we're definitely raising the scale of damage output.
Yeah, his ability to just basically always be at 100% crit rate with that setup is very powerful.
Okay, next one. Baiju. Okay. Baiju with R5 Jadefall Splendor. Very rare weapon, by the way. Almost no one has actually R5'd this weapon. Considering that, I don't know if you guys remember, but Baiju's release fell on a very suboptimal timing. And so he was basically forgotten at that point. All right, C6 as expected, 4-piece deep, but he is purely supportive. Baiju's build is pretty one-dimensional. As long as he has a really high HP and high recharge.
He actually doesn't even need the recharge at all.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah, because of the C6.
I see. One thing, if you guys don't know, I believe we do have a video showcasing cckun Baiju when I did do a C6 showcase for him because I wanted to see if it was actually powerful. C6 was the one that gave him decent damage output because his Spirit Veins had max HP conversion.
Yeah, it also insta-pops his shield even when he's off field, so. The only time he needs a ER is if you're on fielding him and use his burst. He's like I said, very one-dimensional character. Yeah,
very easy to build. You know, easy to build characters are also very good to have. They just, you know, they're not like the most impressive when it comes to showcasing. Okay, I'll hate them.
Kave.
Oh, Kave. I forgot about our lovely baby girl himself.
I have actually used Kave a lot. He is my main driver for my Nilu teams.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your main Nilu comp then, if Kave is the main user?
Kave, Nilu, Nihida, and Ika Hydro.
It's because Kave has the ability to tank a bunch of these, and he heals from the blooms. So.
Yeah, Kokomi provides Hydro, good amount. It's just somebody. I click on somebody, you know.
Fair enough. You know, that goes to show that, you know, even though you have all of these C6 characters, for certain team comps, some 4-star characters have the best design for those comps.
Kave's just fun, too.
Yeah, I think he is a very fun character. So, Fab, let's go. We love Fab. All right. 4-piece Gilded Dreams as well for maximum elemental mastery because someone on the team probably holds the Deepwood set.
Yeah,
he is of course usually 6. So, and then he has a bunch of recharge, he has a bunch of elemental mastery, and he somehow has a decent amount of crit damage for no reason. If you need that.
I think the other main Nilu team that I use is just Nahida, Nilu, Kokomi, and then another Hydro. Just triple Hydro with on-field Nahida.
Yeah, but Nahida, you know, there's a good chance if you don't have enough healing that you just evaporate.
That's why you run Barbara and Kokomi.
Ain't no way you just said you run Barbara and Kokomi in a Super Bloom comp.
Yeah, why not?
Bro.
It doesn't matter what the other two characters do.
Damn, okay, all right. You know, it's not that I'm a Barbara hater, I'm just not a Barbara enjoyer, all right?
Yeah, I mean, she stands there and heals.
Barbara C6 saves Nahida.
It does.
Oh my God, dude, well, all I'm hearing right now, all I'm hearing is skill issuing as they're playing this comp, and Nahida's somehow dying. Okay. Oh
well, it's
dear.
not somehow. We know exactly.
All right, you know what?
how.
That begs the question: is your why does your Barbara have crit stats?
By accident.
Oh. So Barbara literally exists just to press E, right?
Sometimes she presses Q.
But like only once in every fucking 5 centuries.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious what her pieces are. 11% HP, 11% HP. Ah, yes, of course. All right, moving forward. What else do we got? After
I'll hate them.
I'll hate them, right?
Yeah.
I love Shaft. I do think that as a character, he is very nice. I like
He's very fun to play.
C6, very strong. His spread damage is crazy. You know, I'll hate them stats. Couple things that I can know from this, I'll hate them. I love the crit rate. Very few people have 70 to 85% crit rate with Lo-Fi because he doesn't have crit rate ascension. So he has usually a pretty difficult time reaching a high amount of crit rate, which means this is very impressive. Now the crit damage is lower than I would expect for a Lo-Fi. Usually Lo-Fi builds are about 225 to 250%, but you have 145 recharge, which is definitely juiced. I would definitely have these stats over a traded recharge and a higher crit damage build. So yeah, let's take a look.
I don't like having energy problems on my characters. It's the least fun thing in the game.
That is based.
Add rotations are just, who cares? Like, just do less damage and actually click your ults.
Okay, what are the pieces on him? That's pretty juiced. This could have been your 50 CV piece.
There's a lot of those, don't worry.
I see. Next piece. All right, this is 40 CV, but lower crit rate. This is EM main stat and slightly weaker than Nahida's, I believe. I'm not sure. I forgot what Nahida's timepiece was using.
Neither of them are fantastic, but his is ER and she doesn't need it, so.
Got it. And then this Dendro damage bonus has the ER on it. Probably one of the only ones that you had. And the high crit rate here probably helps with this build a lot because he lacks it. One of the stats he lacks. This definitely could be better, but I mean, you're probably never coming back this domain, so it's good enough for now.
There's missing like 30 crit damage in that build that could just be there and it isn't, so.
Yeah. Okay, after Alhaitham, what's next?
That's the last one for Sumeru.
Wow, we already went through Sumeru characters.
We start with Lenny and Lynette.
All right, Fontaine time.
My Lynette is built.
Your Lynette is built.
Well, I mean, every character's built, but, you know, my Lynette is built. She's a Hyper Bloom or Taser driver.
Hyper Bloom or Taser driver.
By the way,
6 talents because you don't need
just a minor complaint of mine. Why is Lynette a cat and Lenny isn't? It still annoys me. That's it.
You know, I wish I knew the answer to that.
Also, if you see any characters without their talents max at this point, I have to kill a Pep a single more time to have the rest of his mats done, and then obviously Narwhal are new.
Hey, fair enough. Have you actually used Lynette?
She's cleared Abyss a couple times.
She's cleared Abyss a couple times.
Every single character has cleared Abyss once.
Wow, every single character has cleared Abyss once. Even Dory?
Yep.
What team did you use with Dory?
A lot.
What?
I love Dory as a character.
What?
She's hilarious. Absolute gremlin.
Brother in Christ, what am I listening to right now?
She's awesome. She's got the cute little genie. She's actually a really good on-field driver for some teams, which is funny because she has Electro Infusion.
Well, I will give you the opportunity to select some stuff for me to test drive in the Abyss if you would like to. Linny, what do we got for Linny? First grade magic for Marachose.
My Linny's stacked.
C6 999 juiced. Oh, he is juiced. 64,270, I think is pretty optimized.
My Linny's quite good. I remember how we talked about domains going back and forth. This was my good domain.
Bar says it was your good domain?
A little bit. Outside of attack stance. Can't get those.
You still have a timepiece problem just like me. Haha. Yeah, looks very good though. Artifact rolls, 3 point. This is 35. That's at 35. Timepiece? Oh, this is still good though. That is still good besides the low roll credit.
The one.
That's the
on
one.
my account.
That's the only one.
There.
Got it. Oh! I remember you showed me this artifact. 40 CV onset Pyro Goblet. And then this allows you with this onset beauty to go this mask. Let's see. Wow, this is actually juiced. This lineage is juiced. Okay, what's next?
Nuvolet.
No, Valletta! Hydro Pump King, my favorite daddy of all time. Yes. Okay, C6, he's triple 9 for Marechaussee. Oh,
You'll
you
notice
actually
he
have a good
also
build.
has an onset goblet.
You have actually have like a decently well-rounded build. You have the beautiful 300 crit damage. Your crit rate is 100% with the Marechaussee buff. You have the Hydro Goblet. You have high HP. This
Just
is
a little bit of recharge.
Yeah, you got everything. Oh, this. Oh, wow, that's a juiced one. All right, what did you get to make him like this? That is okay. That's an average piece. That's 35 with 5 recharge. This lowered the crit damage, but overall it's still really solid. That's a little bit above 35 with 4 HP. Timepieces, eh?
I said attack time pieces.
All right, listen, buddy. For me, it's all timepieces. We don't discriminate between attack, defense, or HP. I get shafted no matter what type it is, okay? Listen, where the hell is this on my account? Huh?
It's in the domain.
It's in the domain. That's what they all say. So I just gotta farm it out, huh?
My Geo set Navia pieces sacrificed for this domain because, you know, that was the next one. I just left. I gave up.
Okay. Oh my god, I thought we
Said this was the good domain.
Listen, brother, okay? You cannot have proper timepiece and a proper goblet with 17 crit rate and 5 recharge on the same build. This means your mask can be offset. Your mask isn't even that good. That's crazy. Wow. The fact that your onset pieces are better than the piece that's offset. Like your goblet's way better than this. Your timepiece is way better than
a very specific amount of crit rate to have almost 100 crit rate, all right?
Oh, true. Okay. You did optimize for 64%. Okay, buddy. Nice build. I'm rather impressed. All right. What's the next Fontaine?
The Riz Lord.
So I don't have this guy built yet.
He's stacked too.
Is he juiced on your account or is he not juiced?
Yeah. Risley, perhaps the most unexpected fun character in the entire game.
To all the Risey lovers out there, you got a vote of approval from the Galactic Sea Lord himself.
Very extremely fun character to play. It's a shame that C1 is
necessary.
Pretty important. Yeah.
Okay, level 9. Juiced. 64, 234. Okay. You know what the scary thing is? Your lineage build is capped crit with really good stats. Your Novelette build is also really good with 4 Marechaussee. Your Risley build is also optimized for the crit rate at just 0.4% above. And while the crit damage is lower than I would expect for a Risley build, considering this is the 3rd character that I've seen that you have this set on, I can safely say that you definitely have been doing your due diligence in farming. So you're lacking the goblet and the timepiece in terms of strength, so you had to use an off piece here, and the goblet was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is pretty mid.
It's the old onset goblet. It's worth more than almost anything you could have.
Okay, very juice build for all the Risey lovers out there. Who's next?
Karina.
The Lady Archon herself.
She got an upgraded piece this week. So she's even better than the last time you saw her.
So R5 Splendor of Tranquil Waters. She is on 4B's Golden Troop at a C6 with double level 8. I'm guessing you don't have the piece yet.
Navia took precedence. She got a couple of them to get the skills up, but obviously Navia was.
Wait, Navia is. Oh, okay. I went too far. I went too fast. Oh, I was gonna. Okay.
She'll be triple crowned tomorrow.
Wow. Okay. All right, what do we got? 4B's Golden Troop. Juiced Golden Troop pieces. The stat page. Holy crit rate. And you also have more reachers than I would expect for someone that has C6 and R5 weapon. So we got.
HP.
Oh, did you? So you decided to go HP Goblet.
She is HP Goblet because you'll see my HP Goblet.
Cringe. All right, what do we got here? Oh my goodness. What a beautiful piece. If she used attack percent, this would be a 56 roll value piece. That is juiced. But for Farina herself, this is 51, which is still really, really good. Moving forward, just a worse piece than this one in general, but still the same.
For the 3-line start versus a 4-line start.
Yeah, so this is just 1 roll difference. It's about 45. Okay. So you want to tell me whether this is 3 or 4 line? Because it could be either one.
Don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay.
No.
So the reason why I said that, chat, is because the crit damage is exactly the crit damage amount that is max 3-line start or low roll 4-line start. So crit damage at 31.1 can be divided as a 7.8 roll 4 times, or it can be a 6% roll 5 times. So it really depends on how the rolls went. So you can't really tell. So this could either be a high roll of a 43 CV on a 3 line, or it could be a low roll of a 43 CV on a 4 line. Just letting you know. Okay, Goblet. Man, your Farina has such good RV on it. That's the thing about this Farina build that's really good. You have roll value that's high. So you have 40 CV here with 10 recharge, so it's 50 roll value. You have 35 crit value here with 10 recharge, which is 45 roll value. You have 44 CV on this piece. And then you have another 50 roll value piece with 40 CV and 11 recharge.
Yeah, I mean, replacing that piece that's just not happening.
You know, the great thing is that HP versus Hydro Goblet is pretty minimal in damage difference. So like, while C2 does give Hydro the edge, the CV kind of matters more because at the end of the day, it's very, very close. Agreed? Agreed. Now I am looking at this piece, and I will say that your crit damage is lacking on this piece.
Yeah, ER is low too. The HP roll's low. The defense roll's low.
Everything is low. This
Literally
one you can
every
still
roll
squeeze.
is low.
Yeah, I could see you still squeezing at least 7% minimum crit damage. It could be like a 25%, 27, even 28%.
Pretty easily.
piece.
The defense roll could just not be there too.
Yeah, could just not be there. And then that would make your Farina basically 85 to 260. I think the best possible build you could get at this point is 85, 265, and 140. That's probably the limit, and you'd be a perfect build. All right, who's next?
And then new best girl, Taylor herself.
Okay, the Swiftie herself, Navia. For those of you curious, this is the last character that is released for this video. We are about to head into 4.4, which is the release of Shenyuan and Gaming. But this video will be released way later than that, so they'll already be out. But those of you watching now will understand that this is the last character that's to be released right now. Verdict R5 for Marechaussee, C6, double crowned. I believe of all the Sumeru and Fontaine characters, this is the only one that I've seen crowned thus far.
No, Dehya.
Oh, beside Dehya. Okay, beside Dehya. That's
My
fair.
crown characters are Zhongli's ult, Danyu's normal attack, or charged attack, and then in order of release, it was Eula, Raiden, Yoimiya. Yoimiya came out before Raiden, but she didn't get crowned first. And then Dehya and Navia.
Okay, we love the Navia Swift fan club. 5264. So are you on Mara Sussimus? Oh my god, you are. Are you planning on doing an Echoing Wind build or no?
No, because that domain hated me. So I will not go. It was very clear by the like 40 double crit healing set pieces I got and the none on the Geo set. That was the bad domain.
Oh, I see.
We don't talk about that one. We just leave.
Do you pair her with Farina?
Yes. Always.
Okay, so quick breakdown for those on YouTube. If you do decide to run 4 Marechaussee and Farina and have C2. C2 is important because C2 enables additional 36% crit rate when she has 3 stacks of her ammo shots. This means that she has built in with this build 72% crit. And she does not have crit rate. If you do run her signature weapon, it has 22% on level 90, and she has crit damage ascension stat, which makes the most sense. But if you do happen to have signature weapon for Marechaussee with Farina to enable it, and C2, you are getting 94% crit rate for free.
99.
99. Sorry.
Yeah, she has her base 5%.
Oh, she has base 5%. So basically, it's impossible to get a quote-unquote perfect Navia build. In order to get a perfect Navia build on 4 Marechaussee, each piece would have to be... It would have to only have crit damage on it. Yeah. It would have to have attack percent, recharge, and it would have to 5 roll into crit damage. So every piece would have to have 40% crit damage.
I'm trying.
The likelihood of that happening is astronomically extremely low. Maybe in a year's time, we might see people getting close. If you do ever reach that point with a C2 plus Navia, let me know because I want to see. That would be really cool to see. And
that's like another 80% crit damage over my build, basically.
Yeah, and you already have plus 175. Basically, if you want to have a 300% crit damage Navia build, this number right here, the amount that you'll have to get from artifacts is gonna need to be at least 210%.
And that's crazy that that's not even close to the cap.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, but streamer, I can get 300% crit damage. Yeah, you probably used a crit damage weapon because I know a lot of people might be like, oh my god, I can cheat. I can use Red Horn Stone Thresher and I can get 88% crit damage. And all of a sudden I have 330% crit damage. Yeah, I'm not talking about you, bozo, okay? Listen, I'm talking about Verdict gamers that have proper crit rate, okay? Anyways, look at the artifacts real quick.
Almost every single artifact on her missed 30% crit damage by her roll.
I see.
Like all of them, I think, basically.
28. 27. Oh, this good. 32.6. This is low roll and dead defense roll, but that is on
all
set.
4 of those pieces have a single dead roll.
Actually, this is 2 dead rolls. This is 4 line.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so this is 4 line. This could have been 40. This could have been 42%.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Yeah, and this EM is dead. This goblet, though, man, it was close. This was definitely very close. Because this could have been 35 crit damage if you didn't roll into defense. Wow, this mass actually really good. I mean, obviously, like, you don't want this crit rate to be there, and you want it to be into recharge or attack percent. But overall, for a Navia artifact, I think this is probably one of the cleanest artifacts that we've seen. It has 2 rolls attack, 1 roll recharge, 1 roll crit rate, and it's 3 line. So 4 line would have been just 1 more extra roll on something.
Yeah, I'm starting to roll 4 line start, crit damage, attack percent, ER pieces.
Ooh.
With that mask specifically, or even the goblet, those pieces could just stay forever, and like that singular crit rate roll is fine.
Yeah.
Because then she is 100% crit rate.
Oh, I see. Okay. We are done with your new characters, right? But I want to open this up if there's any 4-star
is also a new
Fontaine
character
that you want to show, old 1.0, 2.0 characters that you want to show as well.
I think the only other 4-star is Fremine. Because most of the other characters are just like hard support characters. I mean, my Farazan has almost 250 ER.
Favge?
Yeah.
I love Favge. 4-piece noblesse as well. It's not even 2-piece emblem. 2-piece emblem would have been giving you 270. This doesn't even have recharge on it. That's ER main stat, 16%, and no recharge. You could have hit 300% if you tried.
I could, yeah. Don't need to.
All right. What about diving helmet?
I ended up liking Fremine a lot. He was pretty fun to play.
You know, Fremine is one of those characters that I don't think I have actually ever used in a gameplay setting.
He's like a more fun to play Razor, I would say.
Damn, okay.
Well, I mean, Razor's a 1.0 character. His kit is pretty bare bones.
Yeah, his time has passed.
I mean, Fremine has got some little stuff going on, some little sneaky things you can do to improve his damage.
He is wielding a very big weapon.
Yeah, that ended up being his best weapon, actually.
There are a lot of 6s in this build, buddy.
Yes, there are.
That's a little concerning. What are the overall artifacts? Let's take a look. 6, 14, 10. Okay, not the most insane. 21.6 attack percent.
He needs a lot of ER, probably.
Oh, okay. 24.6 recharge. Physical damage bonus offset from some random nymph stream piece. And then a 10 crit rate. How much recharge does he have? 135? Is that enough?
Yeah.
All right, a little showcase for the Ice Boy.
He was surprisingly fun to play. I think every single character is improved over the first video.
Are there any ones in particular that you want me to show?
I mean, my Xingqiu is pretty nuts.
Okay. Okay.
He's got that Hydro Goblet that didn't work out for...
I see. I'll take a look at that. 4-piece emblem. Yep. Constellation 6, double 9, juiced. 70. Ooh. Brother, you understand how ridiculous this recharge is to look at, especially that you don't have a recharge weapon.
Yeah, you have to have at least 240. Actually, it's 237. You need at least 237 ER without Zac Sword.
What the Brother, what the am I looking at? Plus 125.6%.
Like I said, he just got an upgrade too.
My God, what? This build is actually, we can talk about theoretical perfect builds, but most of the time people can't achieve them because the artifacts don't get to that stage. But you unironically make the push to make them actually a theory crafted build. Because when people say that 240 recharge Xingqiu is what he needs to be on his own self-sustainable, that is technically true, but no one on God can hit 240 recharge until this.
I have spent a lot of money in this game, but I've spent way more time in this game.
You know, that's based. You got a lot of comments from the first video that respected the amount of effort. I think they're used to seeing content creators and how much they spend on the game without actually doing anything on their account, strictly for entertainment. So those people end up doing it because they want people to see how they do it and not because they actually enjoy the game, right? You definitely enjoy the game if you spend this much amount of time investing, looking forward to stuff, etc.
Building characters in the game is the only reason I still play it.
Right,
actually, that's not fair. The Sumeru story and the Fontaine story has done a tremendous amount just for that side of the game.
I think that's one thing that Genshin has been receiving more credit for, but the mainstream audience still kind of like doesn't know. Because the mainstream audience...
I'm at this point actually recommending this game to friends who just like story RPGs.
Oh, that's a...
Because I think once you get out of Liwei's story and you get to Inazuma, you really start to see the strengths start going. The second you hit Sumeru, the moment the main plot device of the Sumeru main story hit with the city loop thing, I was like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, they actually like put a lot of effort to make it into something that like is very, very immersive and meaningful.
Yeah, and then Fontaine was just like, hold my beer.
Yeah, Fontaine definitely killed it. I think that's one of the things that like obviously is this is very random to put into this type of video, but it's nice to hear someone like you, right, like understand this concept. In my opinion, I think that Fontaine's story is more well received for the mainstream audience because it's less complicated. I think for Sumeru, it has a really good story, but a lot of people probably feel a little bit overwhelmed by what it's attempting to do, because Sumeru goes through a kind of theme that's a little bit difficult to process if you don't understand what it means to go through this type of dreamy loop.
Yeah, Sumeru just like really set the stage, and Fontaine just bulldozed it. I'm incredibly excited for Notland to come out.
Boys, they're cooking.
Now, if only there was a place I could go with all of my C6 characters and fight things that didn't die in 2 milliseconds.
All right, I haven't even taken a look at your Xingqiu build yet. Let's see what makes... The fact of the matter here is that if we take your CV, it is about 190%, but we're not including the recharge, right? If we include the recharge, it's probably at least 260% or something. Let's see how this happened. 3.9, 27, 11. Okay, so that is a 35 with 11 recharge, so it's 45 roll value, 35 CV. 10, 6, 22. So 26 CV, 22 recharge, 48 roll value for him. Wow, okay. Main stat recharge, dead roll HP, but still good with 5.8% attack and 35 CV. Oh. It
went weird.
That is a weird fucking goblet. That's not bad by any stretch.
Yeah,
right?
like I was saying, I saw it and I was like, oh, maybe this is finally Elon's final perfect piece. And then it was weird. And it was, in fact, Xingqiu's final perfect piece.
Yeah, it is. You know, it actually makes your Xingqiu perfect because I think he doesn't need much crit rate because he has Jade Cutter right now. And so you have a 22 CV with 21.4 recharge on this build. And that's like, it makes sense for his build.
Yeah, and then he got to improve it.
This is a really good piece. Yo, this CV is high.
He got to improve his sands. His sands was different before the mask.
Oh, okay. So the sands is different, but this mask is still good. 16 attack, 6 crit rate, 19 recharge means this was a 4-line start, double attack roll, and they're decently high roll. Crit rate, 1 roll, and recharge double roll, and decently high roll as well. So what is the roll value on the mask then? 12 CV, 31, 47, 48? Yeah, that's good. And that's what creates a 245.6 recharge Xingqiu with 8183. Okay, you cooking.
A lot of people wanted to see my Ning Wong when I talked about her being one of my favorite characters.
Ning Wong.
She's pretty well built, but I wouldn't say nothing crazy. I've definitely seen better ones, but she's not bad.
Ning Wong, yes? All right, Geo character. R5 Lost Prayer, 2-piece Shimanao, 2-piece Gladiator's Finale, C6, 999. Okay, not like the best build, but it's still pretty good. 36.9 crit rate and 153.9 crit damage. The crit definitely is very impressive. We've got a unlucky defense, but otherwise 35. We've got another low roll 35 with 11 attack. Wow, she has this.
For the people asking in chat about her ER, when you play mono Geo teams, that stat doesn't exist.
See, here's the thing. When people look at your build from a vacuum, they assume that you're doing something wrong if it doesn't match what they usually see. I will put this, and then people in the YouTube comments will be like, wow, that Ning Wong has no recharge. How does that work? They see the build, and then they comment, and they skip the rest of it, right? They don't have any context. Okay, moving on. Next one.
In terms of 4 stars, my Layla's pretty cool.
Layla.
Got a little DPS Layla.
Why? Okay, dude, the account I reviewed in the previous video for Toho also had a fucking DPS Layla.
It's because it's C6. She doesn't really have as much ER issues, and you can just get a lot of extra damage out of her burst.
Oh, I see.
She's not main DPSing. She's like sub DPSing, essentially.
I mean, she does have Primordial Jade Cutter.
She is, I was going to say most paired, but I want to say actually probably 100% of the time that I've used Layla has been in Wanderer team.
Wanderer. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it gives him shield, gives him the cryo plus 20 crit rate.
Good stats.
Yeah,
nothing crazy, right? But still, like, looks good on paper.
Yeah, she needs the HP. She's got a decent amount of recharge.
Very nice.
Layla's just also awesome. Love Layla.
Quickly go through the artifacts really quick. Crit damage, HP recharge, HP crit rate recharge, crit rate 20.4% defense.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, this piece is I don't know
So
what happened
that
there,
piece
buddy.
was very exciting for Layla because it had HP and crit and crit.
And didn't work out.
It rolled a lot of defense. These things happen.
Fair enough.
She's still getting 8% HP out of it.
Yeah, still getting a little bit of HP, just didn't roll the way that you wanted to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
My Hazo's pretty decently built. I don't
No
think anybody
way
builds
you're
that
pulling
character.
Hazo out of here, man. What are these off-ball 4-star characters?
Because nobody builds them.
Okay, well you build them. Let's see what you did. Wait, that actually makes sense because he's basically fully on field.
Yeah, Taser Driver.
Taser Driver with all this crit. Oh, his weird
punch.
SMPs are actually juiced, huh?
He punch real good.
Wow. Okay. Only the timepiece here is really lacking, but overall the build is still very, very solid for a 4-star character.
There's only really one 4-star character left to talk about. Actually, I lied. Shin Yan. We love Shin Yan.
Shin Yan, but this is a 1.0 character.
I love Shin Yan.
You love Shin Yan. Okay.
That is a character that when I started leveling her friendship, I ended up just like falling in love with the character.
Okay. All right, buddy.
She's certainly not perfect by any stretch, but
Oh,
I
you
think she
go
deserves
the
spotlight.
fucking 0 crit build. You
Oh,
go
yeah.
for the what is it? C2 or C4? C2. So
Yep.
you are bursting only with her.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it.
She's also got plenty of ER for her cooldown.
All right. I know obviously we need to look at your Xiangling again, but before we do that, you say you use this character.
Yeah.
Favge. 4-piece Noblesse Dory at C6 with level 9 talents. You have healing bonus on her. She has 229% recharge. Is that all she needs? What does she even need?
Oh yeah, she's got plenty.
HP, recharge, HP, healing bonus with crit.
Yeah, she needs the crit rate for Fav, so.
Okay, all right. You actually use her, huh?
Yeah, Dory's fun.
Fun.
She's another on-field driver character.
I realize that you tend to like on-field driver characters.
Well, yeah, because a lot of supports are boring because they just sit in your backline. They don't exist.
You actually enjoy
It's
the
fun
game,
when
it
you,
seems.
yeah, because she's another character who's got like a bunch of little stuff you can do, like putting the boss between her totem and herself, so that they're getting hit by the tether, stuff like that. Little fun stuff. And she's basically always played with some kind of Dendro team, obviously. She can solo Electro on a Hyper Bloom or an Aggravate team if she's on field.
29% recharge. I hope she does. And Fab, right?
Yeah, and she has a Electro Infusion on one of her
Oh, on
constellations.
C6?
Yeah, I think it's that, yeah. Yeah, so she can just sit there and spin.
Okay, CC. Are there
we can
any
look at-
other 4-star characters that we need to look at before we dive into your best built one?
Yanfei, I guess.
Yenfei? Oh.
Yeah. I know people love Yanfei.
Did you build your Chevrolet?
Yeah, she's built for what she does.
Okay, so this is just the standard HP build one.
Yep.
With Favge Lance, 4-piece Noblesse, it's HP, and you have enough crit to proc Favge. Maybe, kind of low, but fine.
Yeah, the crit rate's a little low, for sure.
All right, Yenfei, Lost Prayer, 4-piece Crimson, C6, 999. That's pretty juiced. 81.6,
I forget who in chat is the Yanfei lover. They're the only Yanfei I've ever seen better than mine.
DJ, right? I don't even know if DJ's here. He's probably playing CS2 or something. Oh, okay. So, wow, your Crimson pieces are juiced, though. What do we got here? Yo, that's crazy.
That one's pretty good.
63 EM with those crit stats.
And it's even attacked.
So the roll value on this is 35 plus 5 plus 15. 55 roll value on this. Because the EM rolls are high rolls, 21 average. So it's 55 roll value for that flower.
Chat's
Hey,
gonna be
Feather is
really
basically
upset to learn
1020.
that my 5-star Crimson characters are worse than my Yanfei.
Huh?
My Klee is definitely worse than my Yanfei.
How about your Hu Tao? Is your Hu Tao worse than your FA?
On overall, like, average roll pieces, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think Hu Tao's really boring to play.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Damn. He said it.
Hu Tao's a great character, but as a playable character,
Oh, dude, there's someone in chat called Hu Tao made 69.
so
Anyways, moving on. The time beast juiced 1026 recharge attack percent. Goblet. Oh, this goblet is all over the place. Pretty mediocre roll as well.
yeah, but
It's got what it
hit
is.
everything.
Yeah, it does hit everything.
Yeah.
All right, and the mask, decent, but it could be better. Actually, it's pretty good. Okay, so that is the Sumeru and Fontaine characters. I believe that we've already seen your Raiden and Yelan, which are, you know, characters that I would like to see.
Yeah, you
but we
did
can
the all the emblem pieces video recently.
Yeah, we did all the emblem pieces video, so they'll be there. We've had a lot of separate videos for cckun, so you guys will definitely see. If you guys want to check out those builds, by the way, just check out the other videos that we have out for him.
I think my best built non-scene and non-emblem base characters are my Shenhe, my Ayaka. My Ayaka's like almost perfect.
Okay.
Extremely close.
Yo, okay. Your Ayaka is a
She is so close to being perfect.
I gotta see this.
My Mona
And
is
Mona.
actually really well built.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my Ayaka is insane.
Okay, your Ayaka is insane, but I do think that that recharge still has room for improvement. Thoughts?
It's never been an issue.
For you
but-
specifically, since you have basically access to every perfect team comp, you probably don't need it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I play her most of the time with Shenhe.
And you don't have any issues.
You know, someone else. There's a Fav on every team, you know.
There's a Fav on every team. All right, that piece is perfect. 3-line, but perfect. That HP is the only dead piece there, a dead roll there. Low roll on the crit rate. Oh. You know, this could have been also 50 CV if you just rolled well, man. You know, that's a low roll on both the crit damage and the crit rate. Yep.
Hundreds of pieces on my account that you could say that about.
I see. Okay. And then, also, I guess you don't really care about the low roll on this one, right? Because you're so close to 45
the
anyway.
roll is upsetting.
Yeah. Almost perfect, though. Okay. Shenhe, though. Let's see.
She actually also got an upgrade this past week.
Shenhe got an upgrade. Calamity
Had
Color
some- had
R5.
Some weird pieces upgrade this week.
I have a question for you. Would you consider switching to R5 Engulfing Lightning for her?
No, most characters are on their signature weapon.
Okay, so
It's
signature
just like,
weapon
you
is
know.
still a priority for the character. 160 recharge and 4,000 attack, very juiced. Let's see what we got for the stats.
Her
Oh,
new goblet.
My 25.1 attack, 6 recharge. What the? Okay, bro, actually can hit the stats. 14 attack, 11 crit rate, 13 crit damage. Okay, it has a little bit of, you know, everything there. 21 recharge on the timepiece. Oh, that is good.
Yep,
When you recharge,
that's new. Yeah, she lost
Wow.
about
wow.
100 attack on that piece because the original goblet had some flat attack on it.
I see.
But the bonus recharge was a huge upgrade.
Okay, nice stuff. I'm leaving your Xiaoming for last. Mona, Skyward Atlas R5. Oh, wow. We have not seen a weapon like Skyward Atlas in a fairly long time. I think we're so used to using crit weapons now that weapons like this are kind of overshadowed pretty heavily. Mona, C699.
Mona's another character on my account that people probably be very confused by the build, but like my Ganyu, she is built to just exist without having to touch her. She is good on Fate teams, Freeze teams, you know, just anything that I need to stick her on a team.
I see. So one for all kind of build.
Yeah.
You build her with super high recharge, with decent amount of crit, and like you never really have to change what she holds.
Yep,
I
she does
respect
lots
that.
of damage, and she doesn't ever have energy problems.
Hawk, okay.
Yeah, I've played Mika a lot, actually.
Brother, what?
He works really well with Navia. He instantly gives stacks in a similar way to Jean or Farina, and he has Favonius, so you know, great. He's got no bless, damage bonus, and his normal attack speed buff is actually nice for Navia. In between your cooldowns and your E's, she just has higher DPS with her normal attacks that are infused.
Huh,
You
interesting.
could replace him with Charlotte and get almost the exact same idea, I think, but he has like the slight bonus of attack speed that Charlotte doesn't, so.
Very interesting. I would not play Navi in that way because I usually just, you know, just double E it, but, you know.
Her rotation is like very slightly better when you hit some normal attacks in between things.
So basically you actually play the game and you like to optimize on things who stay on field because like you actually enjoy the gameplay when a character is doing something on field.
Yeah, and also it's Navia, so you know I want to play more Navia.
It makes sense, chat, right? Like I think what a lot of people are confused about is like, you know, you're not using the optimal team for highest damage output.
Yeah,
You're
because who
using the
cares?
highest fun
Yeah, there we
output.
go.
So that's what's more respectable because you don't need to go pure meta.
My Navia still two shots the Hydro Tulpa in Abyss this cycle. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's also geo damage bonus, right? For the
Yeah.
So it's a good Abyss for Navia. So
Fair enough. All right, it's time. We've spent enough time going through your characters and the new ones, especially for Fontaine and Sumeru, and also going through some of the old ones. Xiangling. Why are we pulling up Xiangling? Cece, is she one of your best built characters?
I think she's period my best built character.
Why is she your best built character?
It just happened.
Damn. That's the
emblem
power
pieces-
of Xiangling, guys. It
The
just
emblem
happens.
pieces that she ended up with, that she has engulfing lightning, they just kind of fell in a way that she ended up with them. Because like if you look at my Raiden build, actually that's not even helpful because that build has changed so many times over the course of the past couple of years. But yeah, you know, it's just the pieces she kind of ended up with, and eventually it became, wow, if I put an EM Sans on, and that's where she is now.
All right. Xiangling is the best built character on cckun account, artifact-wise. All these C6 R5 characters, and the one that takes home the cake is none other than, yeah, Engulfing Lightning R5. Those of you who do not know, Engulfing Lightning, if you reach a certain level of investment on her artifacts, this weapon becomes insanely powerful for her because it gives you exactly what you need. A bulk amount of recharge, and converting her recharge into attack percent allows you to build purely EM and pyro damage on her artifacts and crit and get her attack from external sources. Stat-wise, with Engulfing Lightning, 76.5, 161, super juiced, 190 recharge. So this is 80, 160 without a crit weapon, by the way. Just as an example, if you put Staff of Homa on this Xiangling, it would be 76, 220. But if you put Jade Spear, it would be 100, 160, etc. So this is basically as good as it gets. It's a 1-to-2 ratio, and it's really high investment. We're looking at 1.8 or a total of 250 CV from crit stats.
With EM Sans too.
EM Sans. Wow. Imagine putting these type of pieces on your Xiangling. 17 crit, 13 crit damage. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny, when I got that piece, I think that's the single best piece on my account. When I got that piece, my Raiden just didn't need it. It just
Your
didn't help her.
Raiden just didn't need it.
Yeah, it didn't help her build in any way.
Oh, I see. Your Raiden's build is pretty
No,
much-
that Raiden piece is relatively new in comparison.
Oh, it's new. Okay.
No, at the time, I want to say that my Raiden had like a really high ER piece on and an attack
Oh.
Sans or something.
I see. Okay. All right. Feather. Juiced, but it hit a dead roll in the defense. It was a 4-line.
Yeah, that piece
This could have been it. That could have been your 50.
It would have been better than the flower if it hit
Yeah,
crit rate.
it would have been better.
It
It's
would have
actually
been
insane.
18.
The minimum crit damage you could roll is 5.4, so you would have hit 20%, right? So it either would have been 14.4, 20%, or the minimum crit rate would have been, I think, 17.1.
Yep.
So either way, it would have been better than your flower.
Yeah, even if it hit ER.
Yeah, also still would have been insane. Timepiece! You still need to upgrade this one, I'm letting you know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the worst piece on our build. Just the low rolls.
Yeah, if you had 7.8 crit rate here, your crit rate would be 78%. No way, it's crazy.
And the crit damage is a low roll too.
Your Xiangling's gonna get a better piece. I can feel it.
I'm going to be strongboxing Emblem until Yolant's Goblet is perfect.
Well, it looks like your Xiangling does not have to complain about her goblet anytime soon, huh?
Nope.
Imagine
Not the
having
mask
the
either.
luxury of running this. Okay. Wow, and the off-piece mask? Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, EM attack crit damage.
40
Oh,
EM,
yeah.
5 attack, 30 crit damage. Only thing better than this is a 4-line start.
Yep.
All right, CC. That is about a good overview of your important characters that would like to be showcased.
Hey, my Aloy is built. We gotta look at my Aloy.
Okay, your Aloy is built. The only character that doesn't have constellation on your account. I see. Wow, she's actually fucking cracked. 200% recharge with decent crit stats. She actually does damage. Your Aloy actually does damage. You actually gave her a decent, like, 200 CV build. How do you put this piece on her?
It was extra.
This is extra?
We're gonna
Brother
have
has
to-
a 50?
We're gonna have to look at my emblem pieces that aren't equipped to characters.
No, I don't want to. I'll be honest, I don't want to, okay? Listen, I don't need to see your fucking busted ass pieces, okay?
Hey, my ER Sans still suck.
Thanks. Thanks for making me feel a little bit better. All right, calculation time. 29, 30, I think it's 31.
Yeah, no,
31
I didn't-
5-star characters, that's not that bad, right?
I didn't actually start like hard whaling in this game until Ganyu, which is the
Ah.
character I came back to the game for
I see.
after
Okay.
that break I talked about.
Did you ever specifically try to will for a 4-star character?
Yeah, every time there was a new one on their own.
That's really hard to pick out. Okay, let's just say that you added an extra $10,000 for all of your 4-stars that you willed for. Is that a fair estimate?
Honestly, it might be less. My 4-stars went pretty good, but
Okay,
it'll balance out with the
5,000
5-star.
then.
It'll
All right,
balance
bro,
out with the 5-stars, I'm sure.
5,000 then. Because you're lucky, haha. 31 5-star C6s. 31 times 7. 217 limited 5 stars to get. How do we calculate pity though? Soft pity is an off rate up, which we don't really know. Hard pity is 180, but no one ever gets that. So it's actually typically between 80 and 160. Do you think that you've been lucky, unlucky, or about
absolutely
average?
balanced out?
Balanced out? Okay.
Yeah,
So
100%.
for the sake of things then, I'm going to say the exact middle point between 80 and
Yeah,
160.
I agree.
And we can do 120 pulls on average. Okay. All right. 120 pulls for 31 characters is 26,040 pulls. I think it's less than the weapons.
Oh, it absolutely should be, right?
Huh. It's only 4.2 million Primo Gems, guys. You know, CC, if we add your lower bound of your weapons to the lower bound of your characters, that means you have like the lowest amount of Primos that you've spent on your account is 10 million Primos. Thoughts?
I also refresh every day.
You also refresh resin every day. Okay, hold on. 10 million Primo Gems, okay, divided by 8,080 means that you have spent $125,000 on characters and weapons at the lowest possible. And you've been max refreshing every single day.
I mean, I missed, I think, like 2 or 3 months at the beginning of the game, but beyond that, yeah.
Yeah, so that is about an extra $3,500 per year.
There's
Round
there's
up.
other small things too, right?
Yeah.
Skins,
Tell me about that.
battle pass.
Yeah.
Definitely me buying out the levels for the battle pass the day it comes out.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Wait.
Wait. Say what? Sorry.
Yeah.
What? What did you do?
Every battle pass.
What?
I like when things are done. And buying at the store.
Oh my god, that's so. You didn't say this last time.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah, no,
crazy. I've never heard of anyone say that ever. How much does it cost for you to max out a battle pass?
Oh, it's not that much. Well, okay. If you buy the
Okay.
$100 thing from the store, there's leftover. So it's less than 100 per battle pass.
All right, CC, I can fairly say that we have 75,000 from weapons, 50,000 from characters, 5,000 from 4-star characters, 10,000 from resin refreshing, and 20,000 for random miscellaneous stuff that you just bought through the game.
Yeah, that's probably.
So we're at 160. And you know what? I'm gonna round up. 160 is 200,000. I'm just gonna round up 40,000 more, okay? Listen, okay, that makes sense. Oh
doesn't
my
matter.
good god. Do you complete every single event in the game?
Yes.
He's actually the goated player, Chad. I haven't done events for a solid like year now. I do not have the motivation. He still completes everything in the game. You have max exploration. Oh, but you're way better than me.
Where I like a region, if you just look at my map.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, you did
Inazuma-
not like the desert. You
So
did not
I was actually
enjoy
talking
the
with somebody
desert.
about that. So
The
Inazuma
chasm you
and
fucking hated. Holy sh.
yeah, Inazuma and Fontaine have the most of my time by far.
I see. But still,
I
Fontaine
actually-
looking pretty good. Everything's above
I
90%
spent
except
a
for
lot of
Arenas.
time in Sumeru actually.
Mm.
That just tells you how big and how much bullshit there is in Sumeru.
You know, I
It's just
respect it though.
so much.
As the most Giga Whale player that I think the game has ever seen. Like the fact that cckun still plays now, still whales and maxes out characters now. I think he's the biggest. I think the only people that are bigger than him in terms of whaling are the CN bros, because the CN bros are kind of like, they're mental.
They're just spending money to spend money.
They are mental. They spend money faster than you can blink.
I would make the claim that I think I have the best account. I've never seen another account like mine in terms of like full builds.
You know, I can safely agree with that.
I think I have the best FGO account in the world too, but that one's long sunset into the void.
cckun has made his mark.
Dude, I
You
loved
spent a lot
FGO.
in that game.
Oh yeah, there's no pity in that game.
Is there anything you want me to test out in the Spiral Abyss?
Yeah, the Deha Monopyro team, let's go.
Dehya Monopyro. All right. You design. What's the first half and what's the second half?
I mean, you can do the Deha team on either side, it doesn't matter, but
Okay.
I mean, this
I
this.
kind of really don't want to fucking do it against a Thunder Manifestation. I'm not gonna lie. This guy flies
Oh.
too much.
No, you just kill him.
Oh.
The Deha Monopyro team features Bennett and Xiangling and Kazuha, so you know.
What about the other side? What are you doing?
I mean, this Abyss, it was my Navia team. Navia, Zhongli, Farina, Mika.
First half, we'll do Dehya, Kazuha, your best built character in the game and the best general character in the game currently. Do you lead with DAE?
No.
So you lead with Bennett Kazuha then?
Yeah, Bennett, Kazuha, Xiangling, Deha, E, Q, and then she can E again after she comes out of her Q. I don't know if that's the best rotation. Just what I do.
Okay. E, Q. Mono pyro damage. Oh, whoa! Wait, bro's Dia does a ton of damage. What the? 40 to 60k per. Yo, actually, like.
You can actually one cycle this without letting this happen, but it's really hard. I've only done
Is it
once.
RNG? How do you do that?
I don't know. I've done it one time. It happened, like I said, once.
Okay. Well, maybe you did something random. You like broke his chain of attacks or something. That's
Could
all I
be,
can
yeah.
really think of. Let's see the Dia damage again. Bro, your Dia actually cooks. Holy shit, the damage actually insane. No, stop fucking. I can't. Okay.
Yeah, that attack sucks. There's just not.
All right. He is unfortunately going to do his switchy. So well, it's fine.
To be fair, this phase lets you build energy on the team. I actually EQE on Kazuha for the energy.
I will do that now.
Yeah, so like in that rotation, you were just QEing, which
Where is he? Oh, he's over here. I'm troll.
Yeah, which is like a normal rotation, but the team
I'm gonna lose
does
Bennett
need-
buffs here, but it's fine.
The team needs like a little bit of extra energy usually. Xiangling's 190 ER and engulfing is enough for like 2 pyro characters. You do need to funnel 3. So that
I
extra-
still am funneling though because you know having full uptime is quite nice, but that's just because I'm used to that. So it's all good. All right, Thunder Manifestation with this fucker. Hopefully it's not too cringe, but we'll see.
Oh, no, it's dead.
Wait, can I just?
Just kill it.
Oh, I forget he has an involt phase. Okay, I'm trolling. I don't remember what this. I usually just can AFK try to one-shot this fucker, but.
You also didn't.
Oh,
bring first.
it is dead. Oh, it totally is dead.
But
The
yeah,
next one.
it's just
He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, Farina Burst would have let you one cycle.
Did I not Farina?
No, you didn't. That was minus fanfare damage.
I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah, Mika's E plus Fav proc is a lot of energy. Yeah, see, like this
Forgot to
rotation,
preview.
you're probably going to be short on energy on this team, but luckily you can just bonk for this floor because
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let things happen
you're
and have.
really short on energy.
Yeah. I launched everything at the beginning, so it's okay though. Dia's actually tanking for me quite well. You know what? It's fine. We're still doing good damage. We just lost Bennett buff. Nice. Yeah, let's go, D here. Woohoo! Oops, I forget to EQE. My bad.
Chat, that was a 45k Bennett burst. He's built as well for damage.
I'm not gonna burst with D here there because no need. Okay, we're good.
Don't E with Navia.
Don't?
Geo Slimes. Farina EQ swap
Oh, I
modes.
have to do this.
DPS
I
with Nava.
forgot that these are the Geo Slimers.
Yeah, and then
It's
after
okay, it's
this,
okay.
you can kill the
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
enemies with
Farina will kill everything, slowly.
Navia. Yeah, and then these guys are geo resistant, but they still die.
They still die. All right, I bursted this time. Let's get the burst going. I'm just gonna pop this. How much damage does it do? Oh. Oh, shit.
You'll
Okay.
notice that Navia has no ER problems ever.
And also, these are both geo-resistant enemies, but I still fucking did half a mil. Just, you know. I genuinely believe that Navia's kit is a bit over-tuned.
Yeah, because she's Geo. She has no reactions. She has to just, like, exist in a world where every other element has reactions.
I almost died, but I didn't die, so we're good. Oh. Oh. I wish I had
Beha-
longer Bennett buff, but it's okay.
Beha doesn't get to vape a lot, but, you know, that guy.
Wow. I actually just fucking annihilated that motherfucker. Holy.
Also, Xiangling's burst hits that boss twice per rotation,
Yeah,
so...
yeah. It's Xiangling, man. It's always Xiangling. Everything's Xiangling. I get it, okay. It's Xiangling.
That boss has 3 million health, by the way.
Yeah. All right. They're both stunned. Good. Babj. Good. Ooh, what a... Wait, that guy didn't die in one hit. I'm actually surprised that guy didn't die in one hit.
He didn't die because he ran through it.
Dude, Navia is actually a character of all time. Any other teams you would like me to take for a spin? Chevre's beneficial Dihia. What are your thoughts on that team?
Yeah, why not?
You
Nilo Super Bloom is funny against the Tulpa.
I've never tried that before.
It's kind of funny because the Hydra does no damage. It's just all
so it's
Super
all
Bloom
Dendro
damage.
Wait. Can I run Kave on that then?
Good.
All right, chat. We're using an actual built Kave for this. Kave, Nilu Nahida. Who's your fourth usually?
You probably still want a healer, like Baiju or somebody.
Cock?
You don't need Kokomi because you don't need the Hydro help. I would use Baiju or
you want all Dendro?
Yeah.
Because the Hydro Tulpa is innately Hydro.
Yeah.
Doesn't this kind of your first two waves? Or not really? That's what I'm worried
Oh,
about.
that's fair. I don't know, actually.
You don't, I mean, you can rely on Nilu's aura, but it's pretty low.
So for the first two floors, you could not use Kave. You could main DPS Nilu and like actually go to her attack stance.
Okay, second half. Thunder Manifestation. Wanderer Hyper Carry.
Yeah.
I would use Layla.
Yeah, my Wanderer team's Wanderer, Fires, Layla, and then Yelan typically. But you could replace with one. She just was the best Hydro DPS in the game, and
but now
I think Farina is better, right? You could also replace Layla with Mika if you want to dodge.
No,
okay.
You know what? I'm gonna use Yelan because I want to use Layla. Healer mod check? No need.
You don't need a healer. Layla is a shield.
Oh, okay. I'm autopiloting. This is how I always do. Okay, you know what's fine.
Yeah, see, the first
Can
mistake
I
you made
still have enough Dendro core production?
The first mistake you made was clicking Nilu's burst at.
It's not that slow, but it's pretty slow.
Oh no, she just has no recharge.
All right, Nilu, go. Proc it. Actually useful against this boss in particular. Can I do this without? I kind of need. Do I guess I don't. I guess we oh, we do now. I'll just wait. I don't want to use anything here. Okay, setup here. Who's the longest duration on this?
So my rotation I do because you want Wanderer to swirl Cryo specifically to guarantee the Cryo passive.
Yeah.
So Yelan EQE, Farazan. So Farazan swirls the Hydro. Then Layla EQ, and then Wanderer will swirl the Cryo and guarantee the crit.
Got it. I can do EQ, it's fine. Also, this guy has innate, so actually we're not bad. I don't know if I can swirl crowd here, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, against this boss specifically.
Well, I mean, this boss can... Okay. You're... Okay, wait. This is... a little strong. A little stronger than I expected. Definitely a little stronger than I expected. I did not expect to just one-pace that whole thing. Wait, I can... Ah! Me and my fucking auto triple E brain, dude.
You want to start on Nahida.
Because I don't fucking have the Hydro Tulpa yet.
Yeah, and you don't ever need to go to Bailu for anything.
Oh, I don't want to activate his burst?
No.
Oh. Is that really how C6 works?
Yeah, you just get a shield. It just exists.
Oh, okay.
The only time I ever go to Bailu on field is when I want to generate energy with his E's. Since he can just use two of them. Alright, Nilu's slapping these guys. All good. Oh, she's not slapping them. Okay. Okay, we're good. Did I get both of them? I hope I did. Yes, they're linked together.
I think they are? Okay, I think they are.
Yeah, Baiju's C6 is like the most I don't want to play the game ability in the game.
Okay, Chamber 2 second half. What do we got? Oh, yeah, hey, I love Geo Slimes that are useless and don't actually matter in this game.
They literally are in this abyss so that you can't hard bully this side with a Geo character for some reason.
Oh my god, and I can't even do anything here! Also, I realized that I actually need a charge attack because of Desert Pavilion, XP.
Yeah.
At least once.
You want to...
Oh, I've already used burst. Whoops.
Yeah, you want to charge attack on his very first attack. Is that way you swirl for the cryo and get the pavilion.
There are way too many numbers on my... Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the DPS on this is actually really, really high.
I love number soup.
Okay, I'm gonna burst just to see. It's not like that insane.
That's another thing that's really cozy about Wander as a character, is he's not burst reliant at all.
Okay. Hydro Tulpa. So I'm gonna first Nilu proc, so to proc our passive, and then I can just ignore Nilu, and probably this guy will just die. Probably. I'm gonna first do this just to get it going. Okay. I'm gonna use Baidu just in case, as I'm used to it. All right, Kavi, show me what you got.
Before you got to Kave, he had lost 20% of his health.
It's all good. He heals. Oh, Shibar!
No,
Okay.
no, I meant the Tulpa had lost 20% of his health. Before
Yeah,
he got
I
to
also
Kave.
almost died with Kave because Can I one-phase this? Is it possible to one-phase it?
I mean, I've seen runs that have done this with Nilo teams, but they use Tignari over Kave. But Kave, cool.
I think it might be an RNG difference on the crits. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna try to
The
do this
Kave is
again.
gonna be RNG, I think.
Okay, nice.
I will say you
Full
are
tank.
just losing like 2 to 3 seconds while like on fielding Baiju.
Yeah, but I don't think Kabe's on-field time lasts long enough for me to one-phase anyway,
I don't know.
right?
This is like the longest like fight, basically a match.
It's okay, it's okay. Nahida helped. Kind of. All right, die. Nahida helped. I actually don't. I think Kave is close, but he's not good enough to
Yeah, like
one
not,
tap.
just not good enough as the C6 4-star.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he did.
To one cycle.
Yeah, I mean, he did do like 2.75 million damage to it with his blooms. So it is a lot of fucking blooms that just went off, to be fair. I
With-
do think that C2 Nahida did help though, because, you know, the added 20% damage from the
Oh, yeah.
random crits. It's all good. All right, what am I dealing with here? Oh yeah, these boils. Try not to have this guy jump just in case? I don't know if that's possible. Holy shit, dude, the amount of numbers are actually way too big. Holy numbers.
Yeah, as soon as you get to enemies that don't have shields, Wanderer shreds them.
All right, CC. Build me a team for Dory. We're doing first half for obvious reasons. Build me a team with Dory.
What are the random enemies on first half again? It's the Geo ones, right?
The mechanical array and then the guards.
Oh yeah, the guards. Oh, those are
So that
annoying.
actually is not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's just annoying.
Yeah, they're just big enemies.
I mean, she goes in exactly 2 types of teams, right? She goes in either Hyper Bloom or
Yeah.
Activate
So
stuff.
which one
So,
is
Let's do an all 4-star team. Do a Xingqiu. Yeah, because that way you can use my sweet Xingqiu.
okay? Fair enough.
I guess you have to use Dendro Traveler and Yao Yao at that point.
What the f? Ain't no way I'm using Dendro Traveler.
She's got the second best Dendro application in the game, right? Like, you're not going to on-field Yao Yao.
Well, in this team, I have to on-field Dory, right?
That's the whole point. Oh, yeah, I guess Dendro Main not a 4-star. They're right. Guess it's got to be
True.
Irara. Yeah, it's got to be, right? It's the only other, like, remotely applicable, like, Dendro.
What is this team? I don't know about this team.
Cole just does not output enough Dendro.
Okay, guys.
Himbo Smash. It's time to Himbo Smash.
What's Himbo Smash?
There's only one Himbo in the game. Frina. Oh my god, I can't remember the 4-star's name. and
Oh,
I'm an idiot.
Ito?
Yeah, Goro. There we go. Frina, Goro, Albedo, Ito.
You want me to use Ito?
I love Ito. He's so much fun to play. You just punch. I guess you're gonna have to main DPS Farina on floor 2 though, because of the Geo
Slimes.
I mean, he'll kill the other Geo guys the same way as Nilo or
Yeah.
Navia did. Yeah, I mean, Farina can solo
Okay,
those.
the one and only. All right, so this composition. Do I have enough Dendro application without Yayo Burst? Chat, this one seems pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll try.
You might just need Nikita. It might not even be an option for a
I
mono
don't
4-star,
think this is
but
gonna be enough, chat. But you know what? It's fine. How the f did this character even work? I genuinely don't know how this character works. Wait, do I have to use my E? What does my E do? I don't know.
you might want the Electro Infusion.
Guys, this is the worst idea I've ever. Chat, what the f is this team? This team does no damage. Oh my god, dude. What is this team? Chat, let's see the damage gain with Nikita instead of Kirara. All right, bozos. Let's do this. And do this again. Okay, where are you? Fucking move, you fat fuck. Okay, wait. Good.
Wow,
Not
it's
bad.
crazy
Okay.
how much more damage you're doing.
Yes,
to
damage is
Vegeta.
there. Yes. Yes, the Hyper Bloom damage. Yes, it's there, guys. Sorry, Sha. I meant that this boss has a very large hitbox, okay? I want you to understand where I came from there. I was pissed off. Okay, look at the damage. The Nahida diff is big. The Nahida diff is very big.
Yeah, it's almost like the best Danger character in the game is better than Kirara.
Okay, I still have infusion now. There we go. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait. There we go. No, I don't have Electra. Okay. All good, all good, all good, all good, all good, all good. Okay. It is doable, chat. With Nahida on my team, it is actually doable. All right, so this team setup, I can just place Albedo whenever. Farina EQ, Goro EQ, and then Ito EQ, and then go to town. True. Yeah. Let's try to do that. Try to be as successful as possible. Hopefully this guy is targetable. He's in his inbolt phase. Okay, I'm guys. Let me just say that. Let me just say that at least he did enough damage that I didn't have to do too much there. Thank God.
Ito with Farina is a lot of damage.
A lot of damage, yeah. All right, what are we dealing with here? Oh yeah, these guys. Xingqiu is really far. Oh, he almost got all. Can I get a Fabs proc, please? Oh, that's not. This should be close. Okay, this tether does not matter. I don't even know why I pressed Q.
It's more Electro application.
All right, buddy. Xingqiu's still going. Okay, I have energy on this, I believe. There we go. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm just gonna E for the infusion. Stop! How long is the infusion? It's like 2 seconds, right?
You really need to use the Q.
Shut up. Listen. I got okay. Now I'll use the Q. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna get a double E here. Okay, I got it. Okay, it's over there. Okay. Boom. I don't know what's happening on my screen, but I assume that they're dying. I think.
Wow, 65k spread from Dory?
What? No way. No shot. She actually did that.
Yep.
There's no way.
It was in there. I saw it.
That's a lie. You're lying to me. All right. We need energy.
This is a main damage Farina for the first half.
We're gonna. Wait, I need to kind of destroy their shields first. I'm just gonna waste his thing to do this. I lost my infusion, so I'm gonna have to wait for my E to come back up. 3, 2, 1. All right, it's up again. Holy these slimes. Okay, Ito, infinite. I didn't Farina Q. Why am I forgetting to use Farina first? Stupid enemies. Oops, I didn't Farina first. It's fine. I didn't know. All right, damage. Oh. Wait, there's no other enemies though. These enemies take way too long, man. Farina does not have burst. Okay, we'll save it for the next phase. I don't think I need to do this. Okay, I actually do. Hurry up, kill. Okay.
Yes, but as you can see, Ito gets his burst back instantly.
2-star clear. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We have Kandori, okay? I probably could have done it if I actually focused, but it's fine. Topa! Xingqiu is useless! Haha! All right, Dory, you have to do something here. Okay, wait. She's trying to cook her best. She's trying to cook. It is moderately successful, I would say. Wait, unironically, the hyper glues are kind of carrying my...
Yeah, danger reactions are good.
Okay, can I kill this guy with... Okay, I can kill it with a single E. Do we have enough time to do this much damage? Oh my god, chat, what is this pain and suffering that I'm dealing with right now? Hold on, let's get rid of this guy. Okay, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. I'm back in the field. Okay, okay, come on. Come on, please. Yes, good damage. Good Hyper Bloom damage. I'm no longer Electro Infused. This game sucks. How am I not in range of your teapot? Oh my god, this f***ing character, dude. Please be in range. Yes, 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 die. Zap it. Oh no. Let's go. Hyper Bloom. 3-starable. Thoughts?
Oh yeah, easy. Ito's gonna run this other floor over.
Oh wait, we kind of need them to jump to me though. Please jump to me. Oh wait, I should do. Make sure I get this before I forget this time. Okay. Arataki Ito! 80k, 80k. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have any charge attacks. Is this enough? Nope, it's not enough. I have to redo everything. Energy is good though. Yeah, we're fine. Wait, how much does Ito do? Huh? Where was my damage? Why did Ito only do 30k? I am leaving. The Dory was, that was it. Listen, is there anything that you would like to say?
You know what I'm gonna say. Support St. Jude's.
Thank you very much to all those that are watching today on both the Twitch side and the YouTube side. Thank you, Cece, for letting me review your account once again. It's a beautiful culmination of lots of money and lots of time. You are a, as I would call it, a galactic sea lord because you have infinite time to put in this game and also have infinite money to put in this game. So you have both flavors controlled here. Most impressive thing is that even 3 years later, he's still going strong and his exploration is leagues better than mine. He still does all the events. He still builds every single character. He still has things planned out. He still looks forward to upcoming characters as well.
I'm very excited for Cloud Retainer.
There you go. Again, as a reminder, spend responsibly and
I would actively recommend to not do what I do ever.
There you go. You would recommend that. Keep the YouTube comments civil. I hope you guys can respect the amount of time. This is not just a whale account for show off and for ego. This is a whale account because he has the disposable income. He is more than well off and he enjoys the game. So I really appreciate that he gave us the time today to do a full-on showcase again. The Fontaine and Sumeru aspect and also other builds that he found top-notch. Of course, we can't escape Xiangling. But yeah, that is reviewing $200,000 worth into account. Wrapped up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as usual. And hopefully we'll have more of these type of videos where I can host people and their accounts and they do some sort of really cool showcase because these videos seem to, you know, reach a pretty broad audience and it's kind of cool to see these things. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to cckun for letting us go onto his account and showcase, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Balls.